Hey everyone, Rarity here, time for another blind commentary, and today I'm reacting to 5 more LittleshyFim Cinemare videos. This time it's Power Ponies, Bats, Rarity Takes Manhattan, Pinkie Pie, and Rainbow Falls. And normally I'd go into what I thought was wrong with the episodes, but I really feel like I've talked these episodes to death, because these are all episodes that I looked at the reviews of like multiple reviewers for, and because so many of the reviewers that I was reacting to started with Season 4, so yeah, I just feel like I've really gotten into these ones, just really gone over them again and again, and I don't really feel like dissecting them anymore. Though, yeah, Littleshy videos are different, and I'm sure he'll approach them from a completely different angle, looking at like the animation errors like he always does, and that should be fun. But just, I don't really care to go into why I don't like Bats again, or why I think Rainbow Falls is broken. It just feels like something that I've talked about too much, and if you want to hear my thoughts, go back to my reactions to Drowning in Horseshoes reviews, or I Love Kim Possible Let's reviews, and yeah, you can hear what I have to say there. And yes, I will again react to review videos eventually. That is going to come, but I'm just waiting until I have a bit more time to record during the week. Anyway, that's enough said. Let's just go ahead and get these started. Okay, and here we go. Everything wrong with Power Ponies. 3 minutes or less. Spoilers. Duh.
DC Comics. Twilight says Spike needs to stop reading and rest for tomorrow's work, but then the following day she tells him to stop working and read instead.
Yeah, bit of an inconsistent message there.
Interior decoration before repairing structural and protective exterior aspects. Good gosh,
yeah,
that's a lot of writers.
That's a bad idea.
Something, too many cooks. Applejack doesn't see anything wrong with this.
Yeah.
Credit roll. Applejack's hat vanishes.
Oh.
He's just there for comic relief.
Joke needing to be funny is a perpetual loop of unfunny. Out loud thinking, exposition, and foreshadowing combo. Spike doesn't think to take a few steps back from this sudden and likely dangerous magical oddity.
Yeah.
Because who doesn't want to watch their favorite characters behave like bumbling idiots for half an episode? Cutie Mark appears outside.
I can tell he's not really a fan of this one.
All kinds of crazy power beams from your horn.
So
I
basically
like
nothing new for her then? This
Yeah,
low resolution shot. Maretropolis has a large amount of mechanical parts floating through the air.
Twilight definitely got the short end of the
Main
stick with her
characters are
powers.
trapped in a tornado all this time, and for some reason, Spike feels like the useless one. Pinkie Pie suddenly can't stop on a dime as usual.
Fluttershy, you're Saddle Ranger. Lose your temper, and you'll turn into a huge, super strong monster.
Yeah, that way we can scare the tornado away.
Think of something, anything, and your bracelet makes it appear.
Even a portal that leads home?
Yeah.
The Maniac isn't concerned at all
Don't think it's
by
quite
this.
anything.
Main 6 conveniently master their powers all of a sudden after half an episode of utter failure. It's magic in a lasso and a cartoon in a comic book. Don't question it.
So the 6 of us Power Ponies will
Oddly specific exclusion.
So much for element of surprise.
The focus group said she wasn't marketable.
Guess I'll just hang back here doing nothing.
He said, before moving forward. The storyboard is visible through this crack.
Freeze ray!
Twilight's bad habit of calling out attacks from her short-lived LARPing phase. Yep, this pony's dead. No doubt about it. Hypothermia is no joke, kids. Maniac's animation suddenly resets. Our heroes, everyone. Equipped with special powers, and yet they decide charging into a magic freeze ray is the best course of action.
Yeah.
Pinkie and her captor get their hooves stuck in the door. Spike thinks out loud with enough volume to echo, yet somehow his cover isn't blown. Spike must have superpowers after all if he can lift a weight similar to that of 10 stallions. Twilight's normal mane,
Yeah.
and non-princess wings. Wilhelm the hench pony. Fluttershy notices the Maniac hurt a firefly, but not the giant doomsday cannon pointed right at her.
You'd hurt a teensy, little, harmless firefly?
Nothing about this terrifying abomination is teensy or little. How
It's
is the
a
day
pretty
saved?
big
I
firefly.
completely forgot the electro orb. Arbitrary, unexplainable magic is inexplicably unexplained. This episode is a perfect example of why Spike episodes are disliked. Spike can only be in the spotlight when the main characters are rendered as useless as he is. Sorry, Tom Spiegel.
I still like it.
Technically, it's called Metropolis.
It's cute.
All kinds of crazy power beams from your horn.
What's he gonna do with this? Firing my laser. And this.
Something useful.
Wow. Spike with the self-burn. And now we got bats. An episode I don't like.
It's officially apple bucking day.
The apple's apple-shaped
The
apple
song is
trees.
pretty awesome though.
Perfect for bucking.
Suddenly there was a disturbance, as if millions of concerned parents leaned in and asked, "What did she say?" Applejack's apples are the apple of her eye. These batty wings. Episode credits the wrong writer.
Oh yeah, that's
Applejack
a
was
pretty
later
big
sued
mistake.
for failing to label her GMOs.
Spreading seeds both far and wide.
An apple farm doesn't exactly benefit from seeds being randomly spread around.
No, it really doesn't.
Sin is canon. That's a sin.
To a total disaster.
Because nothing prior to this could have been considered a disaster in Applejack's life. Rarity sings her mouth off.
Oh,
Pinkie stumbles
wow.
into the wrong musical.
Fruit bat roundup.
Twice. Applejack's extra ear.
The vampire bats don't eat the seeds of the apples, and when they spit them out,
Episode is careful to make it very clear that the bats spit out seeds as opposed to the real-life equivalent.
If Granny Smith wasn't with Apple Bloom and Big Mac checking out our produce competition in Appaloosa.
She would be here, delivering this exposition for me. Rather than humane pest control, Twilight comes up with a sadistic magic spell that prevents
Yeah,
the bats
that's
from
a
eating.
pretty big problem there
you
too.
wouldn't side with those icky bats.
Sure, make the white pony a racist. Dash flies past the bats before they disappear in her rainbow wake.
I think we got 'em all.
These few bats are somehow able to threaten the entire farm,
My crop is saved.
she said while standing in the middle of her desolate crop.
Yeah.
Watch your language,
Damage
Twilight.
already done there.
Muriella might be nearby.
Does every pony have their pony signal?
Microaggressions towards Spike. Pinkie's mane confirmed for infinite storage capacity. Applejack says they should each cover a row of the orchard. Then, for some reason, every pony scatters. Reveal jumps the gun. Rarity has seen enough Dusk's Dawn to know all is well. Pointless obvious scarecrow fake out. Assault and battery.
Maybe vampire ponies eat other ponies.
Cannibalism. You know, for kids. Pinkie almost uncovers the Apple family's greatest secret. Slow down, Twilight. This is all too complicated and not drawn out enough. Can we start over? Inner leg cutie marks. Sacrificing the prized apple seems drastic and unnecessary if all they need to do is shove a mirror in her face, especially considering Twilight's freezing magic from just a few episodes ago.
Oh yeah.
Double-handled knife.
That's a good
Absurdly
point.
round knife tells a story of a concerned memo from Hasbro. Dash reminds AJ about the loss of her apple for no reason other than to rub it in, and to remind the audience the importance of this scene. Flutterbat is captured by using her stare power against herself, but at no point is any pony worried about being taken over by it themselves. Also, they're very lucky that she just happens to be using her stare power at this very moment. Reflection's eyes open before Flutterbat's. Andrea Libman has a conversation with herself.
Now you'll
That
get
happens a
seeds
lot.
that will grow into even bigger and better apple trees.
Fluttershy never explains how that is even possible. This is never addressed again. Flutterbat, because of all the dark and edgy Bat Pony OCs this influenced.
Yeah, that's worth a sin.
Nassin and ugly.
The vampire bats aren't eating your apples. Who is? Fluttershy.
Yep. That foreshadowing.
Fine. Have it your own way.
Stop resisting!
Oh, they come out the first of every month. That's cool. Did not know that. Well, maybe that's been on the end card for a while and I just never read it. Wouldn't surprise me.
These tiny little ponies.
What's that?
Bookhorse can't read. These lousy wings. In Equestria, Manehattan is known as the Big Lens Flare. Manehattan is full of alicorns. Explains why Twilight doesn't surprise any pony.
It
Yeah?
must be good if Rainbow Dash is impressed.
She said to Rainbow Dash. Spending this much on a carrot dog.
Yeah.
Bursting into song and random
We really
places
don't
at
know
the
how
drop
much
of a hat.
gems are worth.
Who does that?
Surely not you, Rainbow Dash.
No,
Isn't
never.
it great being rich? Poor people are so selfish. Mad ponies.
At least she minds those gems
Grumpy
herself.
Cutie Mark. This poor pony is being stalked by an
Puts
animator's
the work
note.
in.
Unicorns are OP. Somewhere there is a sad earth pony with a carriage repair cutie mark who can't find work.
The cow drivers just drive right past
Probably.
you to the next pony in line.
Oddly specific, yet oddly inaccurate remark. Rarity spends every other second of her life thinking about dresses, but forgets them when participating in a fashion show. Why teleport, fly, or gallop when you can ride in the back of a carriage pulled by a stallion burdened with your weight?
You stole my fabric!
She exclaimed with enough volume to echo. Yet
Wonder if we'll
somehow
ever see
this
Suri
remains a
again.
secret from Prim. Also, since Rarity never snitched on Suri,
like her.
the baddie got away with cheating. Crime does pay, kids.
Coco Pomel here.
Careful, Suri. Speaking that name might get you in trouble.
Oh, yeah.
Extra nostril. Applejack is excited to go to the salon for some reason, and Pinkie Pie is excited to go to the tavern, which surely only serves juice. Applejack's extra ear.
Oh,
Editor
that's
couldn't
happening a lot
decide
now.
Which take to use, so they used all of them. Remember that time Rarity locked her friends in a sweatshop and wouldn't let them eat until they finished?
Rarity's going down in flames! Isn't friendship magic?
Roll credits.
Love that moment.
Go ahead. See your little show! Congratulations, fillies! Such language!
Just a reminder that during this hectic rush to make the dresses, Rarity somehow found time to acquire exclusive tickets to a private showing of a sold-out play in order to apologize for her actions before she even had the chance to feel
Yeah,
remorse for
that's
them.
a bit
Because
of
of
a
course
plot
Rarity
hole.
would book every room in the hotel for a dress. The audience formed this gap just to remind Rarity of how terrible a friend she is. Because suddenly running away worked so well last time, I think I'll try it again.
This is unheard of!
Prim obviously has not seen every Disney show ever.
Contest going well?
Yes, the contest going on now that I'm obviously not at is going swell. Conveniently inconvenient rain. On the bright side, Rarity, at least you learn how to sing, unlike whatever you're doing with your mouth here. Judging by this look, Twilight is covering for another Spike screw-up.
Oh, wow.
Pretty rotten.
Selective honesty. You worked for the competition, were complicit in the theft of my property, and lied to my face. You're hired. Hold on. Not only that, but then she offloads a promised favor onto this brand new hire just so she can go home sooner? Quill jumps out of Inkwell. What is this, a fashion designer gag gift?
Oh.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Love the Suri verbal tick there.
It was aight. We're all here to help you get through it, no matter what it takes. Sounds like you've all figured out already it's every pony for herself in this town!
And Pinkie Apple Pie.
What you doing? Yourself!
Genealogy is a study of family history. You know, where ponies come from.
Well, there goes the canon of two rainbows touching. Fun fact, Jenga has a specific rule banning Pinkie Pie. These apple
Yeah,
rings.
yeah.
Scene takes place here, but no pony can be seen in the establishing shot.
Oh.
Although fixed in more recent
Good notice.
versions, we don't acknowledge edits made to the show, and therefore, this title is a sin. Spouting unrelated facts is a symptom of having dementia, and using Facebook.
Oh, now. And Applejack is the one responsible for it.
Applebloom missed her cue. Granny's so old, she's got wrinkles on her eyes. Applejack doesn't notice this is upside down, because Applejack can't read.
That last bit's all smudged.
How inconvenient.
Any pony see my traveling bonnet?
Which I only wear when not traveling. A horse whinny can be heard in the background. Some ponies gone feral again. Map guidelines move independently of map. Also, map depicts northerly trip, even though Granny says they're heading southeast. Double also, map just happens to rip along river. Double also, Applejack rips the map. Applebloom
Yeah,
and Applejack are
that's
hovering. Random animals
kind of
hungry for
needless.
apples. Applejack can pick up and throw a lasso in just 8 frames. Looming black crop. You wouldn't download an apple. Reflections are not seen from the camera's viewing angle. Expert on all things pink mistakes magenta for it. Floating scenery. Random trapped wildlife slowly dying of starvation is a normal sight in Equestria.
A to the A to the U tried P. Ain't no other pony found a man.
And the meme.
I'm Twilightlicious.
Ponies go in, but they never come out.
Except for this one time where we all survive unscathed. What a statistical anomaly we are. Big Mac and Apple Bloom disappear, then reappear. Duck is seen again for no reason other than to put a concerned studio executive at ease. Based on my math, they're
What makes the
falling
joke
at only
funnier
about
a bit?
25 miles per hour. Duckface is a thing. If they had any more overrated internet memes, I'm leaving the fandom.
You guys are the best.
Surprised you're not gone yet, then.
The next Pie family hearth-warming dinner is going to be awkward. Disappearing note.
Oh, yeah.
Leaving the fandom.
I wasn't exactly expecting company.
Which is why I left a note for the company I'm not expecting. Cat is frozen for a few frames. Goldie says what they're looking for isn't here 3 times before turning the page.
I don't know. The page is all smudged.
How inconvenient. This is the tail Pinkie used to take the photo. Lens flare. Tabitha St. Germain is not given credit for this episode. Thank goodness we can add animal to Peter's resume, though.
Yeah.
There's no place that I'd rather be.
Beautiful.
Traveling with my family. Friends all around, come to join and sing as we sing out across the...
Benjamin was the father of Bela, his firstborn, Ashbel the second son, Ahara the third, Noha the fourth, and Rapha the fifth.
And I think we got one more. Rainbow Falls.
You shouldn't worry a bit about not
Derpy.
being able to be in the tryout. We'll be all right. We even have a replacement.
Open wings for 1 frame.
Egghead.
Fluttershy literally dies. These substandard wings. The real reason Thunderlane couldn't help Dash is because of his disappearing wing problem. Rarity was
Yeah?
hiding under the seat
That would
all
make it
this
hard?
time. Meanwhile, Applejack hides between cuts she wasn't previously in.
And the game is on.
Darn it, Spitfire. I lose.
Nice.
Give us a day.
I lose too.
A foggy valley. Rapper is clearly separating from the brown Betty here, but everywhere else we see them eaten whole. Applejack constantly pushing her non-sporting product during a sporting event like a true capitalist. Fleetfoot steals Spitfire's cutie mark.
The passing of the baton.
This is not a baton. Sudden
Yeah,
focus
it's
change.
really not.
Magnetic hooves. Eye glitch. Hey, animators, this is a Pegasus competition. Well, what do you want us to do? Just slap some wings on her and I'm sure it'll be fine. Soren is distracted by cheerleaders.
Random
this
Alcorn.
is meant to be a list of sins after all, right?
As good as any Wonderbolt.
I'd say she's heck of a lot better, Spitfire.
I'm just so proud of you. You scooped Soren out of the sky and brought him down to the ground. And now he's okay.
Thanks, Fluttershy. I nearly forgot the events that transpired pre-commercial.
But if you feel like talking about how great I am, don't let me stop you.
She said to the injured pony being taken away on a stretcher. Never an inappropriate time for pride, is there, Dash?
Never.
These two are way too excited to be witnessing an injury.
I
Good
don't know how my
catch.
teammates will feel about me practicing with the competition. Who says they need to know?
She said, shortly before talking
This
about
creep.
it loudly in front of Twilight.
Awesome!
Fleetfoot's Spitfire impression. Schrodinger's Pegasus is both in front of and behind Ring. They might want to get that sound looked at by a mechanic. The Wonderbolt's measurements aren't already on record. That and waiting until the very last minute to get outfits made at all.
But it's so much more fun working out with the winners than, the non-winners.
Dash remembered the memo from Canadian television. With no spotter, this is how bulk biceps inevitably dies.
The non-winners, as opposed to losers.
The more you listen to this, the less you hear what she actually said, and the more it starts to sound like that one fan fiction where Pinkie learns a new word.
This'll cure everything that ails you.
Apple Family Healthcare.
Silk slings and a glitter bandage?
This glitter is the most contagious thing in the hospital. Derpy steals the show, first from Applejack, and now Rainbow Dash. No main character is safe.
None.
Cardiac arrest. Rainbow Dash is dashed rainbow. Pony magic allows water bottles to have auto-cap anti-spill technology.
Oh.
You lied to me about Soren's wings.
That's
just so
convenient.
you could get a better flyer.
Soren happily flies with them after this. Time itself moves backwards to assist the Ponyville team. Vanishing metals decide the Wonderbolts don't qualify after all. Kelly Metker.
Carbo loads on my
with Rainbow Dash's replacement. I don't think we're gonna qualify. No offense.
That was amazing. Very good use of that video. Epic Rage Time, I believe it's called. Been a while since I've seen that. Okay. So, yeah, these were all pretty great. Definitely enjoyed them. I mean, not really sure what to say. Little Shy definitely knows what he's doing, and he continues to make really fun, funny videos. The Power Ponies one, yeah, I think maybe he went after it a bit too hard. I do think it's a really fun episode that you're just not supposed to think about too much. The point is just, it's a play off of superhero tropes, and the cliche aspect of it, it's kind of just sort of playing in that world, and I think there's something there to appreciate. It's not my favorite episode. It's not one that I even really love, but I just find it entertaining and don't think it's really that bad. But yeah, Bats definitely has problems. Rainbow Falls definitely has problems. Not that I think he really was that hard on Rainbow Falls. I think he was pretty positive on it, really. I mean, he didn't really seem to be going after the episode, just making jokes about it. But, yeah, I don't know. And Rarity Takes Manhattan, I do acknowledge that it does have some plot holes, even if I do love the episode. And I'll say it again, but I really do hope that we see Surya again down the line. I think she's a very amusing antagonist for Rarity, and I'd love to see her. All the talk about seeing Lightning Dust again, but I think that's one that they should definitely bring back. But, yeah, these were fun, as they usually are. Not really anything else to say, so, yeah, I'll just say, hope you liked the commentary, let me know if you did, and see you in the next one.